This is Calvin Castine. It's February 22nd. George Washington's birthday. We are at Clinton Community College at the Hyper Building on this Friday afternoon. It's approaching 4 p.m. for Section 7, Class D as in dog, or delicious, Class D sectional championship game in girls basketball. The Chazy Eagles in here for the first time in about 10 or 11 or 12 years. And the Westport Eagles, who've been in here every year over that same span, if not beyond. This is either the 13th or 14th year in a row for Tom Beauvais' Eagles being here. They were defeated 8 years ago when Jody Bigelow from Crown Point hit one near the buzzer. 25-30 foot shot to win it. Outside of that, Westport has been victorious every time out. We're going to sit back and listen to Foxy Gagnon as he introduces the lineups.
Central School and Chazy Central Rural School. The visiting team for this game at Chazy Central. The Eagles are coached by Mrs. Tuesday Goodrow. Mr. Pat Seymour is the assistant coach. Number 32, Jackie LePage.
Jackie LePage.
Number 44, Lauren Locke.
Lauren Locke.
Number 34, Carissa House.
Carissa House.
Injured and unavailable for today's game, Kristen Pillion.
Kristen Pillion on the disabled list.
Number 13, Abby Anderson.
Abby Anderson.
Number 24, Ann Spalding.
Ann Spalding.
Number 14, Whitney Nevada.
Whitney Nevada.
And now the Chazy starting five. Number 5, Becky Frederick.
Becky Frederick.
Number 10, Monica Angelo Santo.
Monica Angelo Santo.
Number 11, Danielle Tebow.
Danielle Tebow.
Number 12, Bethany Frederick.
Bethany Frederick.
And number 22, Ashley Bouye.
Then the starter, and the center is Ashley Bouye.
The home team for this game of Westport Central. The Eagles are coached by Mr. Tom Beauvais. Number 4, Kim Luciano.
Kim Luciano for Westport.
Number 22, Lane Wilkins. Number 30, Melissa Holtzauer.
Lane Wilkins. Melissa Holtzauer.
Number 33, Candy Conley.
Candy Conley.
Number 34, Deirdre Forcier.
Deirdre Forcier.
Number 42, Alex Sherman.
Alex Sherman.
Number 44, Emma Woodruff.
Emma Woodruff.
And now the Westport starting five. Number 10, Ashley Sherman.
Starters are Ashley Sherman.
Number 12, Carrie Conley.
Carrie Conley.
Number 14, Hillary Harwood.
Hillary Harwood.
Number 24, Amy Marsh.
Amy Marsh.
And number 52, Lysandra Wilkins.
And sneaking in there is Lysandra Wilkins.
Your officials for this game, Mr. Chris and Mr. Stahl. Ms. Casey is the alternate official. Mr. Bruce is the official timer. Mrs. Gagnon, the official scorer. Mr. Goose Gagnon is on the shot clock. Mr. Donnelly is the athletic trainer. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our national anthem, which will be sung by Westport Central's Emma Woodruff.
Stripes and bright stars.
Emma Woodruff doing her usual fine job. Last time she sang in a Westport Chazy championship game was at the Section 7 soccer championships, and Emma went out and scored the only goal of the game. I'm predicting that she will not score the only goal of the game today. Steve Chris, Steve Stahl are the officials. Aaron Casey is the alternate official. There'll be Frederick jumping for Chazy and Marsh for Westport. Chris will toss it up and Westport will control the opening tip. This is Sherman with the ball. Harwood over to Sherman to Conley. Now Marsh back out to Conley. No basket.
Foul, Chazy.
Angelo Santo picks up the first foul. Sherman will inbound. Conley. Air ball pulled down by Tebow. Tebow coming off a 21-point game as Chazy defeated Bolton in the semifinals. Traveling call on Angelo Santo. Now Sherman will bring it up. Picked up by Tebow. Over to Wilkins. Wilkins with the bounce pass in the paint. Ball comes back outside, almost picked off by Frederick. I believe the last time Chazy was here, Suzanne Souza was the coach for the Eagles. Oh, it's been a while. Angelo Santo will bring it up. Into the forecourt. She's picked up by Harwood. Ball comes to Frederick. Boyer comes out. Takes the ball, top of the key. Now Frederick. Now we're going to have a foul on Wilkins as the Eagles try to go to Tebow.
Foul, Westport Wilkins, her first, team first.
Now Becky Frederick will inbound. Gets it to Bouye. Bouye puts up the shot. Rolls in and out. Rebounded by Tebow. Tebow's shot rolls off the rim. Ball squirts out off Harwood's foot, but she recovers. Now Sherman will bring it into the forecourt. Sherman guarded closely by Tebow. Stops from about 13 feet out. Puts a shot up. Ball's tipped and controlled by Bethany Frederick. Frederick into the forecourt, stopped by Conley. Now she goes outside to Angelo Santo. Boyer looks underneath. Gives the ball to Beth Frederick. Puts up the left-handed shot. Inside position was Wilkins. She'll hand off to Sherman. Still looking for the first points of the game. We're about a minute and 50 into the contest. Now ball comes to Marsh. Marsh calls for steps. Chazy's scoring has been spread out among their players. Marsh will probably have to be the player to stop if you're trying to stop Westport. Bouye intended for Angelo Santo, and she saw she couldn't get it, so she backed off, but should have at least made an attempt for it. Sherman will bring it into the forecourt. Over here to Conley. Conley looks under, goes back outside to Harwood. Marsh has it stripped away by Frederick. Bethany Frederick driving on Amy Marsh. And we're going to have a foul. Let's see who it's on. Should be a shooting foul. Foul's on Terry Conley. Her first.
Conley, her first, team second.
Team second. Frederick with a chance to put the first points on the scoreboard. Now we got Candy Conley in. She'll replace Wilkins. And we get to say something that Tuesday Goodrow has always wanted to hear. Chazy leads in the Section 7 championship game. Coach Goodrow has always wanted to hear that. We got to say it. It's only 1-0, but at least we got to say it once. Sherman with the ball. A lot of dribbling here. Westport's got too much dribbling. You don't see a lot of dribbling in a smooth running offense. Harwood looks under, gets the ball to Marsh. Marsh drives the paint, puts it up off the corner of the rim, edge of the rim. Bouye comes limping out. Bouye still back in the backcourt as Thibault brings it into the forecourt. Bouye comes up half speed into the forecourt. Rock shot, holy cow! Frederick to Frederick. Becky Frederick took up a three-pointer. It was about 3 feet too far, but her sister Bethany saw what was happening, came over and took it off the glass and laid it in. Westport gets on the scoreboard as Ashley Sherman scores. It's a 3-2 ball game. Chazy leading. Frederick to Bouye, taken away by Marsh. Bouye misses the layup, puts it up again. Rebounded. Sherman misses the layup, put it up. Bouye gets the rebound. Now Frederick will bring it down. Out to Angelo Santo. Coach Beauvais on his feet. And we have a foul beyond Sherman. No, traveling. Traveling called by referee Stahl. We're about 3.5 left in the opening quarter. Sherman with the ball. Bob Bailey and company are arriving.
How are you?
Good, how you doing? Eagles, Chazy, take it away. Eagles and Eagles, so we have to say Chazy and Westport there. Or green and blue. Sherman with this, make that Conley with the steal. We're going to have a reach called on Frederick. She is foul prone.
Foul Chazy, Bethany Frederick, her first, team second.
That's her first, team second. In the corner to Harwood, now to Marsh. Marsh likes to drive, and Frederick's going to pick up her second foul, just like that. You can't be swatting at the ball. And just like that, Thibault will come back in. Obviously, we have a sub in for Chazy that I didn't pick up. Jackie LePage is out there. My apologies to all the LePages. Marsh ties the ball game. It's a 3-3 contest, and Thibault will come in. And Frederick comes limping off with 2 fouls early in the game. Back-to-back fouls. Marsh at the line. Marsh puts Westport up 4-3. Bouye to Frederick. Now Angelo Santo picks up the ball at midcourt. She's guarded by Harwood. Thibault traveling. (4-3). Westport leads at the 3-minute mark. 3 minutes to go in the first period. Harwood to Conley. Now Sherman driving on LePage, gives the ball to Marsh. And Marsh puts it in. Now Angelo Santo will bring it up. 6-3 Westport. Westport, the #1 seed. Angelo Santo drops it in. Chazy, the #2 seed. In fact, in all three of the girls' sectional title games, it's the number 1 and number 2 seeds playing face to face. Nice dish from Sherman to Candy Conley, and Westport leads 8-5. Becky Frederick gets the ball out to Angelo Santo, almost stolen by Marsh. Frederick to Tebow. Tebow pulls up a shot, it's short, and it'll be off LePage, it'll be a white ball. Harwood to inbound it. Pushed down the court, shot put up and dropped in by Candy Conley. And Westport now extends their lead to 10-5. Angelo Santo. Tebow guarded closely. Ball comes to Bouye. It's picked up, and we're going to have a foul on Becky Frederick. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout by Coach Tuesday Goodrow, with Chazy trailing 10-5, Westport ball, minute 18. Sherman with the ball. Over to Conley. And off the rim to be slapped out by Candy Conley after the shot from Terry Conley. Angelo Santo will bring it up. Section 7 title at stake. Bethany Frederick back in the game for the Chazy Eagles. Harwood looks under, passes over to Conley, now to Sherman. Shot is missed, and what we got? On 0 White. Fouls on Sherman. I'm sure Bethany Frederick's heart was in her throat when that whistle blew, but she was in the middle of that. And we're waiting to hear the results. We're watching the Olympics as this is being taped, and like the skaters waiting for the results after they finish their routine. That's what Frederick was doing. She was waiting for the results. Bouye scores. It's a 10-7 ball game. Harwood gets it over to Sherman, to Conley, to Sherman. Back out to Harwood. Sherman for 3, off the rim, rebounded by Frederick, and she is fouled by Candy Conley. 8 seconds, 8.2. 8.2. Chazy girls oblivious to the situation here. They're oblivious. They have no idea the time on the clock. I'm going to go out without a shot. Chazy girls oblivious to what was going on the floor. They had 8.2 seconds, and they were coming down like they had all the time in the world. Somebody on the bench should have been alerting them, keeping them in the game. 10-7. 10-7. Westport Eagles, the defending Class D champions, leading Chazy after 1 here on Hometown Cable. The Saranac Central Mischiefs are spreading banners over there. They get set for their game against Northeastern. Beth Frederick to Angelo Santo. 10-7, Westport leading Chazy. Section 7 Class D championship at stake. 7 in a row for Westport, looking to make it 8. The only team in Section 7 with a bigger string than that is the Northern Adirondack volleyball team. They're going for about 18 this year, I believe. Class C titles. Tebow drives, call for steps. Or foul. Foul call, okay.
Foul, Westport,
Marsh for their first foul. And we have 30-second timeout for Tom Beauvais. First Republicans, Michael Dowd in the corner. Okay, Becky Frederick will inbound it. Ball comes into Tebow. Tebow tries to go baseline. Gets a little elbow to Conley. Westport fans get excited by that. Quick shot put up by Angelo Santo, rebounded by Sherman. Sherman lobs it up to, hey, that's Marsh. Marsh got it to Sherman. I know who Amy Marsh is, but the wrong name came out. So Marsh to Sherman, back to Marsh, and it's 12-7 in favor of Westport. Wilkins back in for Westport. And Frederick, who was limping earlier, goes down and looks like she is in pain. Whatever was causing her to limp before has certainly been aggravated. She's trying to walk it off. I'm not coming out. I'm not coming out. So she'll stay on the floor. Traveling gives the ball to Westport. Conley out to Marsh. Marsh over to Sherman now. Timely Conley to Sherman. Sherman from the corner. Too strong. And Marsh comes up with the rebound. It's tipped by Becky Frederick. And Marsh going down the floor saying that was off me. But Steve Stahl said, no, that's a white ball. Marsh was ready to concede that one. And Stahl decided it was off green. Blocked by Bouye. Terry Conley trying to drive. Got by Tebow. Bouye was there for the stuff. Bethany Frederick puts it to the floor. Hands off to Bouye. Falls off the rim. Rebounded by Frederick. And now the rebound comes to Candy Conley. Lobs it out to Sherman. Sherman in the corner to Terry Conley. Now back outside to Marsh. Marsh for three. She can hit from out there. Pulled down by Tebow. Now Beth Frederick will bring it up. Gets it over to Becky Frederick. Lobs it to Bethany Frederick. He hands off to Bouye up the rim. Tebow rebounds, puts it back up. Danielle Tebow with the rebound and basket for Chazy. It's 12-9 Westport. We're down to 5.5 here in this first half. Shot by Sherman is off the rim. Then Marsh is on the floor, squirts it out to Conley. Conley will put up an 18-footer, and she's fouled by Becky Frederick. That'll be her second.
Foul Chazy, Becky Frederick, her second. Steve Smith.
Sherman coming to the bench. And some instructions from Coach Bove. Terry Conley at the line. Both teams with 5 fouls at this point. There's a 13-9. Lauren Locke comes in. She replaces Becky Frederick. Both Fredericks with 2. They have 4 of the Chazy Eagle 5 fouls. And now Harwood back in. She'll replace Terry Conley, or not. She's going to replace Candy Conley. And apparently she and Terry Conley are switching positions. Angelo Santo will bring it up for Chazy over to Locke. Locke drives too strong. Tebow gets it and she is fouled. Let's see what's on. Harwood. Fouls on Hillary Harwood. I'll have to check the program. Harwood looks like she's about, well, I won't say what grade it looks like she's in, because kids can be insulted if you think they look too young. They're not like us old fogies who don't mind at all being thought that we're younger, but when you When you're in high school, you don't want to be people to think you're in a lower grade. You want to look mature. So I'm not going to guess at what grade Harwood's in. She looks very young, though. But we'll check the official program and get back to you on that. Wilkins scores. Cassandra Wilkins gives Westport a 7-point lead. That's their biggest lead of the game. We're at 4:41 and counting here in the second quarter. Locke puts it up, rolls off the rim. Angelo Santo picks up the loose ball and buries it. And Monica Angelo Santo, Johnny on the spot that time. Harwood to Conley. Now Sherman. Harwood with a shot, buries it. Hillary Harwood makes it 19-11, 8-point lead for Westport. I believe that was a three-pointer from Harwood. Angelo Santo to Locke. Locke puts it up off the iron. Angelo Santo in the thick of things, ball squirts loose. We have a jump ball. Looks like the girls from Saranac have run out of banners. Sherman with the ball. Sherman into the forecourt. Over to Marsh. Amy Marsh gives Westport a 10-point lead. 3:18 left in the half. Westport opening it up. Chazy hoping to get hot outside. Beth Frederick's shot is rebounded by Marsh. Outlet to Sherman. 2-on-1. Tried to pass in front of the defender instead of behind the defender. Now Becky Frederick back in. Angelo Santo brings it up. Bouye off the rim, rebounded by Becky Frederick. She gives to Bethany. Bethany Frederick to Bouye. Bouye puts it up, off the rim, rebounded by Wilkins. Wilkins looking for a little coast to coast. It's the bottom of the backboard. Marsh is there. Amy Marsh coming out of nowhere, grabbing the loose ball and converting it to 2 points in a 12-point Westport lead. Tebow won't fall. Chazy going to need a few of those if they're going to stay close. Marsh with the rebound. Traveling called on Sherman. Ashley Sherman didn't say may I before she took that little baby step. Now we got Deirdre Forshire. Deirdre Forshire in the game. Ball comes underneath, put up by Tebow, Danielle Tebow with another basket. 23-13, a minute 47 left in the half. Harwood pushes it to Conley. Conley back out to Marsh. Tied up by Frederick. Conley, three-pointer from the corner. Terry Conley gives Westport their biggest lead of the day. 13 points. They're doubling the score. 26-13. Jump ball. Chazy fans wanted to over the back, but both hands were on the ball. Initial contact, there was a clean rebound, and eventually she went over the back, but that was part of the jump ball. That was a good call. Conley puts it up off the rim, rebounded by Bouye. Out to Frederick. Becky Frederick lobs underneath for Angelo Santo. That's what Chazy needs to do, get Angelo Santo to post up, I guess. 26-15, down to 54 seconds in the first half. Westport, see the difference between now and when they first started this game? They're passing the ball. When they first started this game, they were dribbling everywhere. Dribbling. Now Westport's got their game in motion, and they're passing the ball, and the ball hardly touches the floor once it gets into the forecourt. That's a signal that a well-coached team is operating on all cylinders. Bouye turns, rolls off the rim, another one that Chazy can't get the drop. Looks like it might be on Wilkins. Foul is on Wilkins. It'll be a 1-and-1. 7th team foul. That's their second, I believe. Wilkins comes to the bench protesting. Tebow will shoot a 1-and-1. It's a 1-and-1, so they can substitute. Candy Conley and Ashley Sherman in for Westport. It's a 1-and-1. Refs are saying they can't substitute because they weren't there before. But since it's not a two-shot foul, now they're bringing them both in. There's not a two-shot foul, so they could substitute. So I'm not sure what that little exchange was all about. I think it just Steve Chris was saying no, and Steve Stahl reminded him of it was not a two-shot foul. So 1-and-1s. With a two-shot foul, you have to wait for the middle foul shot to substitute. Sherman with the rebound. Marsh with the rebound. I'm going to keep calling her Sherman all night, I guess. Marsh over to Conley. Marsh picked at Conley on the fly. It's 28-15, back to a 13-point lead. And that's how the half is going to come to an end. The defending champion, Westport Eagles, leading Chazy by a 28-15, 13-point margin at the half here on Hometown Cable. All right, we are a couple seconds into the second half. Doing a little business at halftime, trying to sell a couple tapes. Yes, these tapes are available for a nominal fee. The Westport Eagles looking to advance for the 8th consecutive year, leading by 13 at the half. Good effort, good third effort there by Bethany Frederick. Sherman now over to Marsh. Fans still making their way in. Gets kind of crowded. You got 3 games in a row. Frederick with the ball after the shot by Terry Conley. Hands off to Angelo Santos. She puts up a 17-footer. Angelo Santo buries it. And Chazy has taken 4 points off that Westport 13-point lead. It's now a 9-point difference, 28-19. Harwood will inbound it. Over to Sherman.
Make it 3 and then the father just mail it to me. Or mail it.
Completing our transaction that trip down the floor for Westport. Rebounded by Bouye, up to Angelo Santo. Stops from 16 feet. Traveling called. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'll have to talk to Steve Chris after the game. The reason I don't know about that is because of the jump shots the stop and jump shots that players get away with now that look a lot more travel worthy than that one did. 30-19 now, 11-point lead for Westport. Frederick drives, falls off the rim. We're talking with Hal Goodrow, there he is down that way. The husband of the Chazy coach, Tuesday Goodrow, and he said in the Bolton game, he was keeping the stats, and he says time after time for Chazy, the ball will just fall off the rim, and looks like that's happening for him again today. Coming all around the rim, but not enough of them are dropping through. Harwood with the ball, looks under, gives it out to Marsh. Marsh gives it to Candy Conley, puts up a short. Wilkins saves it, pushes it back all the way back out to Sherman. Sherman drives it in, count the basket. Where was the foul?
Foul, Chazy, Becky Frederick, her third.
Becky Frederick picks up her third. Ashley Sherman at the line, 33. It's a 3-point play. Lock in, she'll replace Frederick who's got that third foul. 33-19, 14-point Westport lead. Angelo Santo into the forecourt. Wheeler looks underneath, and we have a foul underneath. See what Stahl has to say. Foul's on Candy Conley.
Candy Conley, her third.
Her third.
Second.
We'll see if Conley will come out. It's picked off by Marsh. Up to Harwood. Wilkins back to Sherman, tries to hand off to Conley. Tebow comes up with it. Tebow will lay it up and drop it in. Danielle Tebow with the basket. 33-21. Wilkins with the ball. Amy Marsh with a nice move. 35-21, Westport leads. Angelo Santo brings it down. Off the rim, Angelo Santo falls, puts it up. Wilkins with the ball. Rejected by Lauren Locke. Chris Kelly here from Channel 5. Sherman will inbound it. And we have a foul on Bouye. And Candy Conley will go to the line. She'll shoot 2. 3. 25 would be my guess.
Bouye, her first, team second.
Looks like 3:25 up there, although it certainly could be something else, but they're blocked out here. The architect goofed when he put up the scoreboards. Wilkins put them both on the same side, and they are blocked out at both ends, both on the same side of the gym. They should be diagonal to each other. (38-21), 17-point lead. 2 on the shot clock. Tebow comes back in. She'll replace LePage. Now we got Forshier back in. Forshier replacing Harwood. Oh, let's go to check. I got to maybe during the third quarter I'll remember to check and see what grade Harwood's in. Stolen by Frederick, but she lost it. Forshier gives it to Wilkins. Marsh will get the ball. And what do we got? Marsh will go to the line. That's unlocked.
Her first, team second. Correction, team's third.
Marsh at the line. Drops it in. 40-21, 19-point Westport lead. Westport leaving little doubt here in the third quarter who's going to win this one. All Chazy can hope to do is keep it close, but Westport comes up with another steal and they now lead by 21. As Sherman gets the steal and the basket, it's 42-21. And we've still got 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. It was 28-15. Angelo Santos shot is short. Chazy came out, scored the first 2 buckets in the half to make it 28-19. Since then it's been a 14-2 run for Westport. Forshier to Sherman, in and out. Marsh rejected by Frederick. No 3-second call. Conley was sitting on the floor for 5 seconds, I guess. Sitting on the floor in the paint. .14 on the shot clock. Wilkins tries to go underneath. Ball squirts loose. Picked up by Marsh. Wilkins tracks it down. Chris Kelly has moved to the far side. He knew he'd be on hometown cable if he taped from over there. It's been his ambition to get extensive time on hometown cable. Wilkins, shot is blocked by Bouye, sticks with it, and lays it in. 44-21, 43 seconds to go in the third. Bouye with a hook shot, another one that falls off the rim. Picked up by Sherman. Rejected again by Bethany Frederick. Becky Frederick gives it to Tebow. Down to about 12 seconds to go in the third. Stopped out of bounds by Wilkins. When I said 12, it was about 17. We are blocked out here. We couldn't tell for sure what the time was. We're down to 11 something at the moment. Terry Conley in. She'll give Marsh a breather. to Locke. Locke with an 18-footer. It's short. Off Tebow, be white ball. 5 seconds in the third. Chazy scored the first 2 points of the half, and they've managed just 2 since then. 44-21, Westport leads by 23 after 3 on Hometown Cable. Earlier the Chiefs put up their banners, now it's the Cougars.
Try to get some people.
Marsh. Rebounded by Frederick. To Angelo Santo. Westport leading by 23, but they haven't gone to their bench to relieve the pressure on the Chazy Eagles yet. Frederick scores to make it 44-23. Over to Conley. Harwood to Marsh. Frederick brings it down. Bouye turns, hits the rim. Marsh overruns the ball. Bouye gets it. Gives it to Angelo Santo. Now Bouye gets up limping again. 44-25 the score. Wide open. Wilkins. On the pass from Sherman. Now Chazy needs help in the backcourt. Westport not pressing. Chazy, nobody back to bring the ball down. Angelo Santo will bring it up. Chazy timeout. 46-25. 6:05 to go in the game. Sherman. Marsh. Foul called on Marsh.
Foul Westport Marsh, her second, team's third.
So the second. Frederick misses. Tebow is there. Block kept it alive. Ball picked up by Tebow. It's 46-28. 5:18 to go. Sherman gets it back for Westport. Conley puts it up off the rim, rebounded by Locke. Frederick. Underneath for Tebow, blocked by Marsh. He'll pick up her third foul.
Westport, Marsh, third.
And Tom Bove wants a timeout. 4:40 on the clock. 46-28. Westport leads. Daniel Tebow at the line. Tebow hits the first. She's had a nice game. Harwood back in. She replaced Marsh. Shot is missed. Rebounded by Wilkins. Candy Conley. (48-29) now.
That's the last year I coached boys, yeah.
Stolen by Conley. Harold Ryan has arrived. Harwood. Wilkins shot, block. Is Frederick. Spins, puts it up. Ball's tipped, rebounded by Wilkins. Wilkins pushes it up to Sherman. Sherman will get the easy two. 50-29. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in the ball game. Bouye to Frederick. Becky Frederick off the glass, off the rim. And Becky Frederick's going to pick up her fourth foul. We did check the official program. They do not have the grade level listed this year. Normally, I believe in the past, they usually had the number, player's number and their grade level, but they don't have it this year. So I can't tell you what grade Harwood's in. Exactly 3 minutes on the clock. Harwood with the ball. Again, 21-point lead. Coach Bove has not gone to his bench beyond one or two or maybe three deep. Hasn't played the rest of the team in this game. Rebounded by Marsh off the shot by Frederick. Sherman with the ball to Wilkins. Tebow with the foul. She shrugs her shoulders.
Foul, Chazy, Tebow, her first, team's fifth.
Conley at the line. Becky Frederick will come out. Lauren Locke comes in for her. 2:13. 2:13 remains. Bouye off the rim. Harwood into Sherman. 1:47. Wilkins. And we have a foul. Forshire will lead the parade of subs. 5 Westport Eagles will come in. And everybody will be in the game. It's a minute and 39 looks like on the clock. As Sherman hits the first, one sub will wait. So we got 44, Emma Woodruff, our Star Spangled Banner singer. 22, Lane Wilkins, Lane Wilkins. Deidre Forshire is in. And I believe Kim Luciano, number 4, is in. Sherman hits, so she's replaced by Alex Sherman. Angelo Santo brings it down. 53-29 the score. And a three-pointer by Beth Frederick. 53-32. Sherman with the ball. Out front to Forshire. Forshire to Luciano. Luciano shot off the back of the iron. Rebounded Angelo Santo. Frederick to Tebow. 53-34. Under a minute to play. Forshire. Bounce pass. Double dribble by Emma Woodruff. Then we got sub in for 5 subs in for Chazy. We have Melissa Holtzauer in for Westport, number 30. For Chazy, the youngsters, LePage is in, along with the youngsters. 13, Abby Anderson. 14, Whitney Nevada. 34, Carissa House. And 24, Ann Spalding. So Coach Goodrow giving them a taste of championship action. 36 seconds to go. 53-34. Wilkins, make that Sherman with the ball. Sherman on to Woodruff. Now out to Luciano. Back to Woodruff. Off the rim, Woodruff follows and she's fouled. (53-34), 15 seconds remains. Nevada. House over to Anderson. Just under 3 seconds to go. Sherman. That's going to end the ball game. A 53-34 victory. Westport Eagles defeat the Chazy Eagles. Westport will take their 8th straight and I believe 12 out of the last 13.
Both teams will receive t-shirts donated by
Patricia Ryan Kern.
Sectional certificate.
Patricia Ryan has added a little extra name to her name here. And John Revido will present the awards. Kristen Fillion. Carissa House. Lauren Locke.
Jackie LePage. Abby Anderson.
Jackie LePage, Abby Anderson, Ann Spalding. Whitney Nevada.
Becky Frederick.
Beth Frederick.
Monica Angelo Santo,
Monica Angelo Santo,
Danielle Tebow,
Danielle Tebow,
Bethany Frederick,
Beth Frederick,
Ashley Bouye,
Ashley Bouye,
and coach, Mrs. Tuesday Goodrow.
Tuesday Goodrow.
And now, introducing the girls' Section 7 Class D champions, Westport Central School.
For Westport,
Kim Luciano,
Kim Luciano,
Lane Wilkins,
Lane Wilkins,
Melissa Holzhauer,
Melissa Holzhauer,
Candy Connolly,
Candy Conley,
Emma Woodruff,
Emma Woodruff,
Alex Sherman,
Alex Sherman,
Deirdre Forcier,
Deirdre Forcier,
Lysandra Wilkins,
Lysandra Wilkins,
Amy Marsh,
Amy Marsh,
Hillary Harwood,
Hillary Harwood,
Terry Conley,
Karen Connolly, Terry Connolly,
Ashley Sherman,
Ashley Sherman,
and to accept the championship trophy, the Westport coach, Mr. Tom Bove.
We knew Tom Bove wouldn't go out there. He always sends the team out. Captains. Now he comes.
Your Section 7 Class D champion is the Westport Central School.
So that's the way it was. Westport repeats as Section 7 Class D champions. George Washington's birthday, February 22nd, 2002. You've been watching Hometown Cable Television.
Westport
Needs your support to stay in the air. Thanks to those of you who are supporting Hometown Cable's efforts. I hope you're listening, Westport. We need your support too, as well as the viewers from Chazy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Memorial.
It's Calvin Castine. It's the 23rd day of February 2002, and we're at Memorial Hall at Plattsburgh State for Section 7 Class D Championship Basketball. And we're going to listen to Foxy Gagnon on the PA system here. Then we're going to be turning the microphone over to Maceo Dubos to take us through today's ball game. Right now, here's Foxy Gagnon.
The Vikings are coached by Mr. Brian Cross. Mr. Don Tizar is the assistant coach. Number 12, Matt Gador.